Breath of the Wild doesn't need a sequel. This is what they should have done. Instead of making Tears of the Kingdom, I wish they would have made a brand new game entirely. Breath of the Wild is this beautiful world to explore with hundreds of shrines and other side quests to complete. Apart from the main 4 Divine Beasts, Breath of the Wild somehow made it fun to run around a big patch of grass with nothing near it to be fun. This is the most unique feeling in the Zelda series. The game is a lot more freer than the others. This game has a lot less tips and tutorial and just lets you get in there and play. It starts off where you can only explore a little bit of the world to ease you in, but this starting zone is huge. Tears of the Kingdom uses the same world again, with some changes throughout. Since the game isn't out yet, I can't say how big these changes really are, but from the trailer I think there are a decent amount of them at least. I know even if it's the same world, running around will still be really fun, like the original was. A lot of people are complaining that it's the same world twice, but that will fade once the game releases. The new game's new big features, combining items and Sky Islands. Combining items seems pretty cool. Being able to combine almost anything into a new weapon helps the durability, which a lot of people had a problem with in the first game. In Breath of the Wild, weapons would break after just a bit of use, especially just as you start the game. But I have always liked the breaking system. It always makes me want to explore more so I don't run low on weapons. The Sky Islands look pretty much whatever to me. There's nothing that really stands out about them. They're just there and I don't have a strong opinion on them. I think something different could have been done to add more areas to the world. Like maybe making a night mode where the world changes depending on the time of day. Or where time changes to different periods of history, just like Ocarina of Time. The new game has a couple new abilities like shooting upwards and matter and making items reverse what they were doing. The sound design in Breath of the Wild is perfect. A lot of the time you just hear the world around you or some quiet music accompanying you. The shrines in Breath of the Wild I feel get a bit repetitive after a couple of them. I hope they add something to make them more enjoyable. I can't think of anything in particular, but shrines need a revamp. Breath of the Wild's cooking system can stay the same, but honestly I think they should nerf it. After learning to cook, the game is insanely easy. I think they should limit the amount of food materials you can hold more. Also, the cold weather effect where you get sick if you're not heated when you travel around cold areas is pretty fun. And I want to see a lot more areas like that, or something like a poisonous forest where you need some type of medicine to travel through the area. This is probably the only Zelda game where it becomes a lot easier the more you play. The more gear you get, clothes, weapons, shields, then you learn the cooking system and the game's practically a snooze fest. I wish they would nerf the progression a bit to make it harder later in the game. The story of Breath of the Wild was pretty much finished by the end, no loose ends or anything. They could have left it at that, but they decided to make a sequel instead. They probably did this to not make more assets and a new engine and stuff to save money. But this game took 6 years to come out. Normal games take around 3 to 4 years to make. And this game had an old engine and old assets to use, which makes it a lot less time consuming. They could have made a brand new Zelda game with a new story and a new world instead. To be honest, I think Breath of the Wild is a top 20 game of all time, and it's one of my favorite games, so I am excited about a sequel. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed this video.